dishwasher, wash the dishes, clean the kitchen. Did the laundry, the dishwasher, washed the dishes, cleaned the kitchen, and took out the trash. I took out the trash. I did. Okay. I was diagnosed with ADD as a child, and I don't have a current official verification of it still being a thing, but there are signs that I still have it. I have a hard time keeping focus on a specific task, I get distracted very easily, and organizing my day-to-day life was always a bit bumpy. Well, it was. I found a simple solution in a simple to-do list. And that's what I want to talk about today. How they helped me, how I set mine up, and how it somehow also me up. Wait, what? Yeah, to-do lists do have or can have some negative aspects, ones that you might not even see clearly, but more on that later. To-do lists help me to stick to the plans that I made, that I don't forget what I have to do any given day. My household gets cleaned regularly. I take my multivitamins frequently. It helps me to stick to changes in habits, and thanks to a simple to-do list, my life is more structured and more organized. My setup is quite simple, so let's just rush through it, shall we? You get an idea on how I structure sort of lists, categorizing all things. Maybe that's something for you, maybe not. It's your life. Find a solution that just works for you, okay? On the top, we have my pinned lists. There is today for the stuff that I have to do today. There's reminder for all the things further down the road, like doing my tax report or something like that. Then we have the to-do list, surprise, surprise, where I keep a list of all the things that come along. Diverse is a list I sometimes use for stuff that is hard to categorize, if that makes any sense. Green is my creativity list, so everything for YouTube videos, for reels, all of that. And family, well, Melissa and I got married. We are expecting a child, so that means lots and lots and lots of stuff needs to be done and prepped, so yeah. And further down is the Melon folder. Melon is the combination of Melissa and Simon. We thought it was funny. Dunno. Yeah. Was machen Sachen is our household and family to-do list. Chores and stuff, all that gets put there. Supermarket, obviously, for grocery lists. And menu is just a collection of food we like to cook. We look in here for inspiration of what to eat. And on the bottom, the last one is repeat. This is a list of things I have or want to do on a daily or weekly or monthly or yearly basis. So, yeah. That's it. I can plan ahead, I keep track, I swipe them tomorrow, I delete them completely if it's necessary, so that's my to-do list setup. And there's actually not much more to tell you about this part because that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that, like you saw in the opening sketch, I actually do write things on the list that weren't on the list to check them off because I just did them. I feel guilty if I swipe a task over to the next day, even so the reason might be right. I'm addicted to writing very long lists, then getting overwhelmed by the amount of shit I have to do, and then either just delete a few or to rush them down. I prioritize the wrong things out of procrastination reasons. You know, doing all the other stuff because I don't want to do that particular stuff, even though the particular stuff is a bit important, but I'm scared I fuck it up, so I do anything else. But if I don't do it at all, everything else is getting fucked up as well, and then I would be fucked up and stop. Have you ever been called lazy by someone very important to you? I was. Why do I bring this up? Because my simple, easy structuring and organizing to-do list shines a light on a very big problem of mine. I struggle with validation and confidence. You did the dishes, cleaned the bathroom, washed a load, cooked dinner, had dinner, wrote a script, and did a full 8-hour workday at the bar. Sounds like a very productive day, doesn't it? Yes, it does, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? You still sit at the table in the night, asking yourself, was it really enough? Don't you? I do. I have a very hard time validating myself for what I do, did, and am. I always respond better to validation from external sources, humans. The to-do list gives me the illusion that someday I might did everything right, that someday I might feel like I've done enough. So what's the problem? Is it a to-do list? Wouldn't my problems just vanish into the bliss without a to-do list? Not really. The to-do list is a tool, a quite powerful one. Structure, organization. Use the words quite often in this video, didn't I? Feels like I did. Anyway, for me at least, it means structure and organization. So it's very important for me to feel sane, but the Reminders app, and for what I use it, has its side effects on my mind, and maybe it has on you too. Feeling overwhelmed because you put too much on the list, struggling with perfectionism and or validation, procrastinating around important tasks by doing others you put on the list just because they give you an excuse, loss of motivation, wrong prioritization. So how do you deal with it? I have no fucking idea. Sorry. No, honestly, I really don't. And the reason I don't is because the answer rarely is as easy as you're just lazy, or you just need more discipline, or you just need to hustle through it. Did you ever notice how most productivity creators on social media and YouTube throw around these motivational phrases that don't really do shit? Because I noticed them. Whatever it is that you are struggling with may come from causes deep down, borrowed under internal mechanisms that were built over years. So no, I don't give you a solution because I can't. What I can give you is that fighting against yourself doesn't work. Especially if you aren't really aware that you do. You won't shame yourself into being more productive. You won't force yourself into not caring how tired you might feel. And you can't let others, and most importantly, you can't let yourself guilt trip yourself over and over again. Why do you struggle so much with that specific task? Why do you procrastinate around that specific task? How do you feel after a long day of hustling through a shitload of shit? What I wanted to give you with this video isn't an overall solution for your problems with structuring and organizing. Yeah, I said it again. Structuring and organizing your day-to-day life. There is a certain idea with my setup, and I can tell you it helped me in a certain way, but it also brought up some stuff that I need to work on, stuff that is more difficult to work on. So what I want to encourage you to do after watching this video is look a little closer into yourself with an open mind and heart, because you're worth it. And I know that sounded more cheesy than it maybe should be, but hey, maybe you just needed to hear that. Anyway, see you in a bit. Whatever it is that you ask, whatever it and you can't let others, 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 and most importantly yourself, guilt trip yourself over and over again. Oh, that sounded a bit Irish. No idea where that came from. Yeah, I know. It didn't really sound Irish, so what?